I'm scared. I would like to officially welcome you to the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services 48th Annual Award Ceremony. I would like to call to the stage our Master of Ceremony, Mr. Kendrick Vince.
The 48th commencement ceremony into our 50th year. Everyone in this room has someone to my right that they are celebrating. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. I would like for you to stand, first of all. Those who don't stand, I'll call the police for you. Put your hands together, not for me, not for your neighbor, but for those to my right who have sacrificed going out, spending time with family, late nights, going to work with BB in your eyes because you were staying up late. But this is a celebratory moment, not just for this institution, but for these wonderful graduates as well. One more time, put your hands together as you're seated. You may be seated, graduates. But this is the 50th anniversary under the patronage of Yolande Donaldson, the widow of the first governor of Central Bank of the Bahamas and the founder of this esteemed organization, the late Mr. Timothy Baswell Donaldson. At this time, I now invite you to stand once again for the singing of our national anthem, which will be done by Mr. Clement Penn. Immediately following the national anthem, we will have Mrs. Teresa Butler from the Central Bank to come to do our invocation. Lift up your head to the rising sun. March on to glory, your white banner waving high. See how the world marks the manner of your wearing. Pledge to excel through love and unity, pressing onward, march together to a common loftier goal. Steady sunward, though the weather hides the wide and treacherous shore. Lift up your head to the rising sun, and till the road you've trod lead unto your goal. March
Dear Lord, we come before you this evening to give you thanks and to recognize each student for their hard work and achievements. Learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. Help us to continue to approach our work with a spirit of excellence and diligence, and grant us the courage to carry out our responsibilities and tasks with honesty, integrity, and consideration for others. Lord, help us to be appreciative and continue to give us the wisdom, compassion, and insight to solve problems and to use our skill sets to continue to develop effective communication skills so that we foster goodwill and understanding amongst each other. Education is indeed the foundation of all we do in life. It shapes who we are and what we aspire to be. Lord, I offer prayers for each graduate, our BIFS teachers, administrators, and the leaders at BIFS who provide us with opportunities by offering courses to achieve our goals. Help us to maintain a sense of purpose as we work together as a cohesive team at our various organizations. Bless our families and friends for their support, and Lord, guide us and order our steps in our decision processes as we aim for excellence, knowing that education and learning is a lifelong quest. For education breeds confidence, confidence breeds hope, and hope breeds peace. In your precious name we pray. Amen and amen.
Thank you for that prayer. You may be seated. Mr. Dino Cartwright, President of Bahamas Institute of Financial Services, Mrs. Christine Archer, Vice President, Mr. Ian Fernanda, Chairman of the Education Committee, Mr. Jermaine, Deputy Chair of the Education, Mrs. Jane Gibson, past Chairperson of the Education Committee, the executive members of the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services Council, distinguished guests, award recipients, and guests. Today marks an important milestone in the life of this organization as we honor our first cohorts of students receiving the Associates of Arts degree in Financial Services. We will be awarding over 200 certificates as well this evening. Congratulations to you all. At this time, I would like to acknowledge BIFS associate partners participating in these activities this evening, Mr. Endrick Delaveau, President of the Bahamas Association of Compliance Officers, and Mrs. Ashley Butler, Chair of the Education Committee, the Bahamas Association of Compliance Officers. Now, at this time, I wish to extend a warm welcome to our Mrs. Rachel Bethel Smith as she comes to do the introduction for our speaker for this evening, Mrs. Rachel Bethel Smith. Come, please.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Dana L. Munnings-Gray serves as the Superintendent of Insurance at the Insurance Commission of the Bahamas. Mrs. Munnings-Gray has both regulatory experience and extensive industry knowledge in the financial services sector. She is a former manager of the Supervision Department at the Securities Commission of the Bahamas and has held various senior managerial positions with financial institutions in the Bahamas and the Cayman Islands, including the head of Risk and Compliance and Money Laundering Reporting Officer. Mrs. Munnings-Gray was called to the Bar of England and Wales as a member of the Honourable Society of Gray's Inn, and to the Bahamas Bar as an attorney in 2014. Mrs. Munnings-Gray holds both a Bachelor of Science and Arts in Political Science and Business Management from the College of St. Benedict in Minnesota, United States, and obtained a Bachelor of Law from the University of Buckingham in England, while completing her bar professional training course at City University in London, England. Mrs. Munnings-Gray served as a financial expert on the assessment team of the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force, is a member of the Bahamas Bar Association, and she holds the designation of CFCS, CCCS, CAMS, and FICA respectively. She also acquired a designation as a trust estate practitioner, certified risk and compliance management professional in insurance and reinsurance, certified international risk manager, a specialist certification in financial crime risk in global banking and markets, crypto crime compliance, and currently occupies an observer status with the Bahamas Association of Compliance Officers. Mistress Munnings Gray has also completed regulatory and management training and certification with the International Organization of Securities Commission and Harvard Law School, as well as with the London School of Economics. Please help me to invite Mistress Dana Munnings Gray.
Good evening, all. Good evening. Standing on protocol having been established, if you don't mind, I can take this down. There we go. So today, it is truly a privilege to stand before you, sharing in this momentous occasion that marks a pivotal milestone in the journey of each graduate here. To the graduating class, I extend my warmest congratulations. Today is a testament of your dedication to excellence, your commitment to raising the bar in skills training and personal development, and your willingness to invest in yourselves and respective careers through education. The certificates, certifications, and diplomas you have earned represent not only knowledge, but resilience and discipline, qualities that will serve you well throughout your careers and your lives. Today, I am honored to acknowledge the incredible journey of this institute as it celebrates 50 years. 50 years of guiding, mentoring, and shaping the minds of those who have chosen to serve in the financial service sector, a remarkable legacy. This institution, yes, I do believe it deserves a round of applause. This institution has built a reputation on the values of confidence, loyalty, and integrity, which were instilled by its founders and remains its guiding principles to this day. A 50-year anniversary, or Golden Jubilee, is a significant milestone as it not only represents longevity, but also the impact the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services has made on students, its internal team, which I will call their family, and the broader community over 5 decades. In essence, a 50-year anniversary is both a celebration of the past and an investment in the future, creating a bridge between the Institute's historical accomplishments and its aspirations for generations to come. However, it would be remiss of me in failing to honor a remarkable woman, Miss Yolande Donaldson, a woman whose steadfast support helped bring her husband's visionary idea into life. You know the saying, behind every great man is an even greater woman. Mrs. Donaldson, yeah, I know, you didn't hear it much, right? Okay, that's the men in the room. The wife of the late Timothy Baswell Donaldson, the first governor of the Central Bank of the Bahamas, a man of extraordinary wisdom and foresight. His vision in establishing this institution was not only to advance knowledge, but to create an enduring legacy of professionalism, ethics, and excellence in the financial service industry. Through his wisdom, he has touched countless lives, including mine. I am certain each of yours, as you embark upon this journey, will always also say that your lives have been impacted for the better. So to you, madam, I extend my deepest gratitude and respect. Your husband's legacy lives on, not only in this institution, but in every graduate who has passed through its doors and gone on to serve with distinction. His vision and your support have given us all an invaluable gift, an education grounded in principles that will carry us far beyond our careers. Thank you for your contribution in not only believing in his vision, but through sharing in it as well. See, what many of you do not know is I stand here with a sense of nostalgia, as well as pride. See, while my own journey began in financial services at the age of 16, working at Lloyd's Bank, my journey with this institution began at the age of 21 with my first enrollment in the Certification in Anti-Money Laundering Awareness course in May of 2004. Back then, I didn't know where I wanted to go, what I wanted to be, or exactly how I was going to get there. I only knew I had a spark, a desire to make a difference in the financial service industry, perhaps an attorney, perhaps in finance, and I needed a path. The institution provided that path, and I'm sure Miss Bodie and my second husband, Miguel Pratt, will tell you they've gotten enough calls from me over the last 20 years. With every course I took, though, I gained more knowledge. I gained clarity. I found mentors who encouraged me, peers who inspired me, and over time, a deep-seated confidence in my potential and the values of loyalty and integrity that would guide me. As I reflect on that journey and consider each of you here today, I'm reminded that you too are on the precipice of endless possibilities. Just as I was, you may feel unsure about the future, how your certificates, certifications, and diploma will benefit in career advancements, how these career advancements enhance the lives of your families, and essentially will create wealth for the future. But the education you've received here today, I can tell you, have equipped you with the tools and the values needed to forge your own path forward. Embrace those principles of confidence, loyalty, and integrity, not only as words, but as actions that shape your professional lives. These qualities are not just part of the institution's motto. They are a proven foundation for your meaningful and sustainable careers in the financial service industry. To our graduates, I urge you to take this moment in. Today is a celebration of all you have achieved and all that lies ahead. You are joining a legacy, a tradition that was carefully crafted by those who came before you. As you step forward, though, remember that every choice, every step, and every interaction should reflect the values you have learned here. Be confident, be loyal, and above all, uphold the integrity that has been deeply instilled in you. I appreciate the sacrifices you've made. So when the Master of Ceremony started to talk, I was ready to bite his ears because I was wondering if he was actually reading my speech as he stood up here. But I appreciate the sacrifices you've made to get here. The countless sleepless nights, the endless nights of studying on weekends and evenings when everyone was living, or like the young people say, everybody was outside, okay? And you've made the decision to attend classes, write that assignment, and study for that exam. I appreciate the act of balancing career, family life, friendships, and your personal goals. And yet you still found the strength and fortitude to excel with grace, purpose, and unwavering courage. Whether in your personal or professional lives, excellence in education and leadership requires a unique blend of strength, wisdom, humility, and grace. Tonight, I'd like to share a few key principles that I believe capture the essence of fearless excellence and leadership. Just bear with me. While the first principle seems cliche, it's foundational in your success. Putting God first. In all that you do, whether in small tasks, educating yourself, prioritize your relationship with God. We cannot underestimate the power of faith in our leadership journey. Life has a way of testing our resolve, whether through professional challenges or personal setbacks. In the hustle of life, it's easy to lose sight of where our strength truly comes from. But when we put God first, we align ourselves with His plan, which brings clarity, peace, and direction. I don't want to take you to church, but I can take you to the door. Proverbs 3:6 reminds us to acknowledge Him in all of our ways, and He will direct our paths. Success in your career isn't about having all of the answers, I promise you that. But it's about trusting the one that does. When you center your success on faith, every step you take, every door that opens or closes serves a greater purpose. In this world, the higher you climb, the more distractions and obstacles you will face. Unfortunately, but true. When you keep your priorities aligned with His, you remain grounded in purpose. With God as your compass, you will never lose your way. Another hallmark of fearless excellence and leadership is the ability to stay grounded. I know sometimes we could get caught up with our titles and our positions and our accomplishments, but in a world where we often fall pressure to society, it's critical to know who you are and whose you are. As you ascend in your career, in your education, or in your community, stay grounded. It ensures that you remain true to your core values. Never let titles, positions, or accolades change your essence and how you treat people that you work with. Whether you're subordinate or you're superior, remember that your graduation ceremony not only represents your accomplishments over the past months, and in some cases years, but it marks the elevation of your thoughts, habits, and your aspirations. Authentic leadership shines brightest when rooted in humility and grace. When you walk in humility, you not only inspire those around you, but you also create a foundation that no storm can shake. Thirdly, and I promise to be quick, if you haven't been told this before, please let me remind you that not everyone will share your passion. Let me repeat that. Not everyone will share your passion. There will be times when you will feel like you're on an island, standing alone with in your conviction. But here's the truth. Leadership is not a popularity contest. If you are passionate about a cause, a vision, or a cause, you may find that the crowd isn't always with you. Someone will be there to discourage you along the way. And don't get upset. It's okay. They were not meant to share in that vision. You may have to step out on faith, and sometimes in solitude. But remember, standing alone does not mean standing in vain. The courage to pursue your education and passion, even when it's unpopular, often separates leaders from followers. It's during those moments of solitude that your leadership matures, that your conviction strengthens, and that your path becomes clear. If I could just pause for a minute and just give you just a quick personal experience. I did not make a plan, and usually I did. From I became 15, I would make a 5-year plan. I knew at age 20 I wanted to be completed with my bachelor's. I got that sorted out. I came back and my 5-year plan was that I was not going to make a plan. However, in that 5 years, I didn't feel as if I accomplished much. Even though I may have gotten my certificate from BIFS, I did not write that plan out. And so it took me 7 years to get to law school. When I went to law school, I left a 2-year-old here. And I suffered much criticism from family and friends. But it took courage to step out on faith. It took courage to even rise above those moments when people criticize you for the decisions you make. But remember, you are in control of your own destiny, and you have the power to move forward with your vision. Stay connected. I know that many would have entered the doors of BIFS with one line in mind. I ain't here to make no friends. I got enough family. I'm only here to get my education and move on. Well, I'm sorry to inform you that life doesn't always work that way. The people you've sat next to in your class or shared a virtual classroom with, even the one that asks the most questions when you're ready to go, those are the ones. I know every class of it, okay? But those are the ones you would want to stay in touch with. Life will quickly remind you that success and excellence in leadership is about networking and building lasting relationships. I never knew in 2014 when I enrolled in the AML and GRC course at BIFS, trust me, that was stressful, that I would be establishing meaningful relationships with many that holds key positions in the financial service industry today. I didn't know that the people I would have shared a role with then, I would now be sharing regulatory stage with today. So be kind and be intentional, which brings me, I promise, to my last and final critical component to fearless leadership. Be intentional with your greatness. Excellence is never an accident. It requires intentionality, discipline, and a relentless commitment to your vision and education. Every decision you make, every opportunity you embrace or decline, and every action you take should be moving you towards greatness. There will be many no's, I've had them. Doors closed, I've had them. There will be people you thought would have supported you and didn't. There will be employers that did not see the value in your course selection or direction in which your career was heading. There will be promotions that you were overlooked for and persons who you felt did not deserve those promotions getting it. However, do not get discouraged. Do not get disdained, and do not stop learning. One of the keys, someone came to me a few months ago and they said, Dana, how have you been able to endure through all of life's challenges in the workplace? And I leave this with you. Stay intentional. Every year, ensure that you are upgrading your skills, whether through certifications, whether through certificate programs, or achieving a diploma. I will leave you with this. Education is something that can never be taken from you once obtained. And what I would say to you is going forward, every year you make sure your employer is sending out an email that says, congratulations. And good evening, all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Gray, for those words of encouragement. Ms. Bodie, I have to come back because I'm jealous now. Continuing to improve. Before we go any further, I would like to acknowledge two guests. Joining us this evening is the Governor of Central Bank, Governor John Lee, as well as Her Excellency Cheryl Brazard Casey, King's Counsel, the Bahamas Ambassador to the Kingdom of Belgium. Letitia Bullard-Dane, our Evening Institute Manager, and Mr. Miguel Pratt, Program Director, to commence with the reason why we are here this evening, the presentation of our awards. Members of the Bahamas Institute of Financial Executive Council, distinguished guests, awards recipients, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinctive pleasure to present the students who will be receiving who will be awarded in over 20 different courses. Assisting with the presentations will be Mrs. Bodie, Mrs. Munnings-Gray, Mrs. Archer, and Mr. Fernando.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Could you give my graduates a rousing round of applause? Okay, we're going to be starting with our financial services degree, associate degree graduates. And presenting is Mr. Dino Cartwright, our president. We will start with Mrs. Rachel Smith.
Oh yeah, my baby girl.
All right, sister. All right.
Natasha Augustine. Letitia Dames.
Woo, yeah, Leslie.
Chanel Ballou. Vanita. Vanita Adderley. Mia Alton. Ellen Strawn, she is not here, she's our Freeport student. So that concludes the Financial Services Certificate Awards. The associates, again, we missed Fabian, I'm sorry. Fabian Lockhart. Employment Law, Stage 1. Could those students stand, please? Employment Law. Saniqua Padigan.
Could I have the students in the Trust, Law, and Administration Stage 1 stand, please? None of them are here? Okay. Could I have Mrs. Dana Munnings come up to present the intermediate AML compliance? Thank you, Mr. Cartwright. One moment, please. We just missed someone. Mr. Cartwright, Cherise Miller. Did I get everyone? I'm sorry. Okay, could I have the recipients for the intermediate AML compliance, please? Could you stand? Okay, we'll start with Norman Haven, our outstanding student from the Insurance Commission. So Ms. Munnings will accept that on his behalf. Renee Beckford. Tara Bull. Bernard Cooper. Tariana Sermi. Nicole Davis. Indira Ferguson, Sharita Forbes, Kanisha Fountain, Shantavia Grant, Chico White. Come on now, let's make some noise. Give them a rousing round of applause. Catherine Knowles. Kiana Knowles. Ashley Minnis. Shakira Sands, Jade Sanders, Simone Sanders, Chantel Sanders, Raven Stower, Robin Thurston, Nakira Walcott, Fabian Lockhart, that concludes the recipients for the intermediate, and thank you so much, Ms. Munnings. Can I have the recipients for the intermediate human resource management? No one is here? Ashley Butler, could I have you come up to present the ICA students? Mrs. Your Excellency, can you come up also, please?
Can the recipients for the ICA please stand? Sheena Lightborn. Brittany Dione Strong. That concludes the ICA recipients. Mr. Pratt?
Moving right along, we're going to start off with, let me ask Mr. Dino Cartwright, our president, to join me on stage, please. Certified International Wealth Manager, Ms. Jill Brown. Okay, moving right along, we have the Certified International Financial Planner, Ms. Andrika Burrows, Ms. Andrea Delancey, Odia Gaskin, Shanti Hanna, Chanel Lightborn, Ms. Gayleen Sawyer, and Ms. Candace Scott. We're going to move along to the Certified International Risk Manager. I'm going to ask Mr. Jermaine Williams, our Deputy Chairman, to assist. Okay, Chalicia Burrows, Kristen Sands, so I think I pronounced it wrong, Chelsea Bevins. Here.
Tamara Evans. Alexandria Bo Cooper. Simone Adderley. Kurt Barnaby. Gia Burrows. Carla Cartwright. Tina Cole. Arista Deal.
All right, Wes, good job.
DeQuiza Demerit. Renea Ferguson Maki. Aaron Hanna.
Karen.
Akia Hepburn. Crystal Holder. Jonathan Johnson. Theodore Johnson. Gerard Lightfoot. Robert Martin. Robin Newton. Dominic Parker. Dorothy Peters Nichols. Ronald Biel. Ahmad Pratt. Saidisha Roll.
Congratulations, my baby girl.
Kiava Ryan. Cordero Taylor.
Way to go, babe.
And last, LeVon Taylor. Okay, moving on to Mastery Mortgages. We get Sona Adderley. Bridget Bartlett, Ramirez Knowles, Jane Bethel, Shannon Davis, Solanda Desea, Shantina Diaz, Ashley Evans, Tashelle Grant, Juliet Musgrove, Edwidge Noellis, Evita Pintard, Cara Roll, Shamir Sanders, Rachel Smith,
It's a takeover.
Lexia Sanders, Indira Wallace, and Ms. Stephanie Williams. Okay, thank you, Mr. Williams. Can I have Ms. Peggy Knowles join me on stage, member of BIFS Council? And representing corporate governance and financial literacy, Tiana Munnings. Amanda Hepburn, Sharon Ramming, Dwayne Bethel, Dexter Brooks, Sabrina Cash, Doranio Joseph, Reno Lewis, Santino Maycock, Bianca Popel, Deshaun Roberts, Gary Roll,
Pull lines up. Say, Gary. Smile now.
and Tashana Wilson. Okay, moving along, company law practice and administration, stage 1. Mr. Michael Clare, Natalia Ambrose, Shervin Bain, Rashante Colebrook, and Dira Delavo. Cora Ferguson, Khalil Fernando, Travis Phillips, Talmadge Forbes, Sanika Pelican, Shamula Pinder, and Danae Thompson. Moving on to company law practice and administration, stage 2. We have Jolyn Oldham, Marcia Charlo,
Yeah, Marcia. Nah. They basically gone. Yeah. Yeah, Marcia.
Christina Marie Shea, Abigail Gibson, Tira Line, Sanico Pelican. Thank you, Ms. Knowles. Can I ask Mr. Ian Fernando to assist me? Chairman of the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services. We're doing our funds administration. We have Ms. Clarissa Moss, Sharon Rule,
I'm so proud of them. God, I thank
Elkina Edwards, Leandra Jones, Carolyn Roll, Jolyn Oldham, and Michael Clear. Moving on to our fundamentals of auditing, we have Malik Richards from the Bank of Montserrat in Montserrat, Sharika Bow, Gabrielle Campbell, Perez Darcia, Nakira Johnson, Shatoya King, Vestranique Miller, that's my cousin. What I call Nakira Johnson, Shatoya King, Clevan Raming, Annalisa Sands Miller, Georgina Smith, and Blade Stubbs. Moving on to our Credit Skills Academy, advanced level, we have Tricia Butler, everyone is Tricia Butler. And we have Ms. Camille Paul from First National Bank, St. Lucia, Cherise Sanders, Sean Swain, moving on to our Credit Skills Academy foundation level, we have Sandhini Gardner, Anita Colley, Justina Ferguson,
My former student.
Go ahead, baby.
Kay. We have Miss Andia Delancey. Thank you very much. I don't believe there's anyone else here for the masters, but I will go and like to call their names. Alex Sherafant from Commonwealth Bank, Kermit Ferguson, Lamont Dorset, Suvita Roll, and Lenora Smith. Thank you very much. I now call on Mr. Ian Fernando as he will recognize his certified property managers.
Okay, they're pulling a fast one on me today. So, give me the mic. I'd just like to say that this is one of the most vibrant courses at the Institute. Okay. Gabriel Brown. Both Michelle and Gabriel are the top students of the property managers. They're from two different cohorts, from two different semesters. Michelle Aubrey and Gabriel Brown, top students. Okay, let me get on with the rest. Fabio and Brister.
Yeah, Fabio.
Brandisha Benaby, Obria Brown, Shelley Bullard, Crystal Clare, Cheryl Collins, Delia Coverley, Kadisha Curtis. Dakota Davo.
Keep it cutesy.
Lisa Dean McKinsey. Camilla Ellis. Oh, Miss McKinsey. Jennifer Ellis. I'll take a pause because a number of these students actually hail from our family islands, and Camilla is one of those many students. So we've had students from Eleuthera, Exuma, Abaco, Grand Bahama, of course, Andros, Bimini, all over. And Camilla is one of those students. Just reminded me that we have students coming from all over that's taking the course as well. Romulo Ellis III. Adrian Hepburn. Princess Ferguson. Donnell Patrice Fraser.
Woo, let's go. Big smile.
Oh, yeah.
Kim Grant. Charmaine Higgs. Handia Hines. Jade Johnson. Tavara Tennille Johnson. Omri Kelly. Angeli Diane Knowles. Trey Lightbourne. Erica Longley. Sabrina Mackey. Kava Mackey. Maurice Marshall. Sonovia Miller. Heather Mutadier. Aldora Neely. Andrea Oliver. Kenrandisha Oliver. Randisha Oliver. Belinda Pierre, Periska Roll, Geminique Sands Taylor, Jawanza Small, Erica Smith Cartwright, Dario Stewart, Inga Sweeting, Gregory Taylor, Nancy Telusma, Abigail Trotman,
Oh, yeah. Make some noise. Make some noise. Say Abby. No mercy. I tell you that. From the east. I thought you was going to call Abby. You told her to call Abby, man. Right away.
Crystal McKinsey, and Chanel Wilson Clark. Thank you. Congratulations to all of you.